Good morning, dear students. I, Vidyasagar, your SS teacher, welcome you all in the e-learning class of Modern International School Lisbon. Today, I am going to start subject history of Standard 7, and this is first video lecture on the topic towns, traders, and craft persons, chapter 6. Dear students, as in this chapter, we will discuss that in the medieval towns, it means those towns which have been created in the medieval era. At the town, how the town was emerging, what was the reason behind it, and how the towns, whenever it was developed, then what was the role of the temples at that time. Dear students, this was happening that of town it was considered as temple town, administrative centers, or the commercial town. Basically, a town particularly was known for what was happening there. If the town if the town that has the biggest temple, then it was considered as temple town. If there is happening the trade and commerce, वाणिज्य व्यापार वहां पे अगर हो रहा है, that is for the commercial towns. And if any other work is there, port is there near the coastal areas, those towns are established, then it was known as port towns. Okay, now these all were combined with the several functions like administrative towns, temple towns, as well as commercial and the craft production. Now, first is about the administrative centers. Administrative centers, it means those towns from which a ruler used to control all his kingdoms. That was considered as administrative towns. Okay, now the perennial rivers. About the Cholas kingdom, it is mentioned that which was the Thanjavur. The Thanjavur was the capital of Cholas. Okay, now the perennial river, you can say those rivers which flow throughout the year. So it was near the beautiful town Kaveri, Kaveri river, and the Rajrajeshwara temple, which was built during the reign of Chol. Okay, King Rajraj Chol. The town temple are praised that architects, means at that time the architect was also very impressive, and with that architect all these temples were getting very popularity. Okay, like the architect which was Kunj Ramannal Rajraj Peruthachan, which has carved his names on the wall of the temple. Because he carved his names, because if further after more and more time will spend, then anyone can know his name easily. So he has carved, पेरुथचन, he has carved his name on the temples. उसने अपने नाम का उत्कीर्णन जो है मंदिरों के दीवार पे करवाया, इसलिए ताकि बहुत समय बाद भी जो है लोग उसे पहचान सकें. ओके, नाउ इनसाइड देयर वाज ए मैसिव शिवलिंगा, है ना, और शिव भगवान की जो है जो शिवलिंग है वो मंदिर के अंदर भी प्रविष्ट की हुई थी. बिसाइड देयर वाज द मंडपास or the pavilions. Mandapa where the kings and the only their associates were allowed to sit, as well as there the different programs, different occasions and ceremonies used to be happened there. Okay, now king hold court in this mandapa and issuing their subordinates. There were also barrack for the armies. So there were the specific areas basically in these administrative centers. So the town bustling with market selling grains. As the administrative center developed, it means it was developed more than from each of the other towns. That what it was considered as administrative town. Water which was supplied to the town, that was coming from the wells. Okay, as well as the Salya, who were the weavers of Thanjavur. They have been nearby town Urayur. They were settling there and busy producing for flax to be used in temple festival. Okay, as well as the fine cotton of king and novelty coats, cottons some distance Swami Malai. Okay, the Satpatis or the sculptures makes exquisite bronze idols, stone ornamental bell metal lamps. See how the different peoples they usually used to settle down near the temples, and they used to make the different things for the temples, like some of the sculptures they are making the bronze bells or the idols, some of them making the flags for them. It means the temples at the time, in the earlier times, the temples it were keeping a major importance. Okay, now temple town and pilgrimage center. Thanjavur, as you have seen the example of temple town. Temple town represent the important pattern of urbanization. Okay, as in the earlier times, the process by which the city was developed, that temple was started there, and nearby each and every peoples they surroundingly they used to started set up there, and further the town was grew, एंड धीरे धीरे जैसे मंदिर एक स्थापित किया गया वहाँ पे अलग अलग लोग जो उस मंदिर के काम से जुड़े हुए थे अपने आसपास जो है जगह पे सेटल किए, और इसी तरह जो है शहरों का विकास होना शुरू हुआ. ओके, रिवर्स बिल्ट द टेम्पल टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट, है ना, और जो वहाँ के प्रशासक होते थे वो भी जो है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अच्छा और बेहतरीन सुंदर भव्य मंदिर बनाते थे ताकि उनका जो है मान सम्मान, उनकी नाम, उनकी प्रतिष्ठा जो है वो बहुत समय तक फैली रहे. और ये प्रक्रिया जो है साउथ में वो चलता जा रहा था. दे इंडाउड द विद द ग्रांट्स ऑफ लैंड मनी टू कैरी एलेबरेट रिचुअल्स, फीड पिलग्रिम्स, प्रीस्ट, सेलिब्रेट. पिलग्रिम्स हु फ्लॉक टू द टेम्पल्स ऑल्सो मेड डोनेशन. और उसी के साथ साथ जो है बहुत सारे लोग जो तीर्थ स्थल के तीर्थ यात्री जो आते थे वहाँ पे वो भी क्या करते थे, अनेक अनेक दान भी वहाँ पे दिया करते थे. इस तरह मंदिर जो होता था वो एक ऐसा केंद्र के रूप में उभरता था जहाँ से जो है लोगों का जीविकोपार्जन जो है वो संभव हो पाता था. सी हाउ द टेम्पल्स, है ना, इट बिकेम द सेंटर फ्रॉम वेयर दे हैव स्टार्टेड देयर livelihood. Okay, dear students, read the paragraph and keep watching. Thank you.